I'm Paul Schofield, Wellington's village manager, and a lot of things have happened since I posted yesterday. There have been 2 new confirmed cases of COVID-19 in Palm Beach County. The county and the school board have held a joint press conference, and there are some changes. You may or may not know that the school district is closing all schools beginning Monday and going through at least spring break. The county is doing some operational changes, most of which don't affect Wellington, but they do affect some of the things that we're going to be doing. What was important about that meeting was what Dr. Alonso with the health department had to say, and I'm going to read this to make sure I get it right. Reporting travel is no longer required if you are not feeling well, because we do have person-to-person transmission in Florida now. Test kits are not a problem. They have the test kits, but what they don't have are enough trained personnel for them. So unless you're sick enough to require hospitalization, your best option is to stay at home and call your health care provider and treat that way. If they think you need to go to the hospital, make that decision with your doctor. The county facilities are going to remain open. They're canceling some programs. And that sort of brings us to where Wellington is at. We know that there are 3 cases of COVID-19 in Palm Beach County. What we don't know is where they're at, and nobody's going to tell us. So if you're looking on the web and it says they're in Wellington, nobody knows that, and it's not legal for them to tell us, and they won't tell us. So don't worry about where they're at. Just take the reasonable precautions that you need to take. Given that we have active cases in Palm Beach County, and they're all in isolation, this is not widespread, there are some things that we're going to be doing. Beginning on Monday, the 16th, we're going to be canceling our senior programming. They are our most at-risk population and the people that we have to pay the most attention to. So those programs will be suspended at least through the end of the month and possibly through the end of April. Because of where the state and the county are with their emergency operations center, I have taken Wellington's emergency operations center to level 3. There's nothing to worry about. What that really means is my emergency management director is going to be working a little harder than she normally does. This is monitoring. We will not be staffing it overnight. We're not to that point yet. All of our normal programming is going to occur through the weekend. Beginning on Monday, March the 16th, there are some changes that are going to be made. Indoor programming is going to stop. So the facilities will be open, the gym and the pool, they'll be open, but if there are organized programs, those we're not going to do. Outdoor programming is going to continue as normal. Palm Beach County Parks and Recreation is leaving their programs running, and as long as they do, ours will. If they change what they're doing, we will mirror the county's position. Other governments are canceling non-essential meetings. We're going to do that as well. There's a class of meeting called Sunshine. They're public meetings, and they're places where people get to come and tell us what they think. Those meetings will continue, but other meetings we're going to recommend that they postpone. The most difficult thing for me to tell you is what we're going to be doing with events that draw more than 250 people. Following the state guidelines, we are going to suspend those events. And what that means for us is that movie nights and concert nights and food truck nights are suspended at least through the end of the month and potentially through the end of April. It also means that Bacon and Bourbon is going to be canceled. Again, the pool and the gymnasiums are going to remain open. Public buildings are going to remain open. We are suspending non-essential travel for our employees, and I strongly recommend that you all consider where you're traveling to. If you have to travel, do it, but if you're doing it, be careful. I want to come back to where we always are. I want you to be careful, I want you to be cautious, and remember, the best place for information is the Center for Disease Control. The CDC guidelines are really excellent sources of information. Now, you will find on our website general guidelines, you'll find guidelines for our at-risk populations, and you'll find guidelines for children. Please take a look at them. Use common sense, practice general safety, general hygiene. If you've got a question, call your healthcare provider or call us. We're not the best source of information, but we can get you where you need to be. Be safe and have a good weekend.